Do you feel like you've picked up the perfectionism and unhealthy high standards that your parents imposed on you growing up? Or do you feel like you've learned how to numb your emotions and people please as a way of avoiding conflict in your household? Now, if you've watched my videos, you know just how much your childhood and your relationship with your parents influence who you are today. That involves the good traits and the not so good traits. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the not so good traits. You know, the low confidence, the toxic shame, the imposter syndrome, social anxiety. And I'm going to be making a series teaching you and guiding you how to heal and outgrow all these unhealthy patterns. And today is part one. But before I jump right in, let me introduce myself for those who are new here. My name is Asha, and I work with introverted professionals who struggle with social anxiety, imposter syndrome, people-pleasing behavior, and I help them find deep self-assurance, learn how to create meaningful relationships, and find their natural leadership. All right, so the first thing you need to do to heal from your trauma, your neglect, your wounding in your childhood is to first understand what happened. Now, I know this seems pretty simple, but let's imagine you hurt your foot sometime in childhood, all right? And it just healed improperly. And it really, even today, whenever you walk on it, it really hurts like a lot. It hurts a lot, all right? And you really want to get this fixed. This pain is incredible. It's always getting in the way. Now, the best way to go about healing it is to first go to a doctor, and what they're going to do is do some x-rays and figure out what's going on, and then maybe they'll find out, oh my goodness, you fractured your foot a long time ago and it just healed improperly. So now we'll know what to do to fix the issue, right? But what if you didn't go to the doctor? Imagine you just want to kind of heal that intense pain in your foot without going to a doctor. What you're going to do is put some ointments on it and do some mobility exercises and maybe, take some painkillers, which all of this might actually make the pain worse in the long run, right? So you're really kind of prolonging the issue by trying to solve the actual pain that you're experiencing today, and you're not trying to get to the root of the issue and find out what's actually wrong. So taking it back to the unhealthy tendencies that you have today, oftentimes you'll see people trying to work on their social anxiety, their low confidence, and all of the things that they want to improve themselves. They look at what's going on right here, right now, right? So they kind of read some books and watch some videos and they apply all the techniques to their symptoms, and then it kind of works, but not really. And then they kind of get demotivated and they feel like something's completely wrong with them and it can never be fixed. But that's because what they're doing is they're kind of trying to work with the pain. They're trying to heal the pain right now. They're putting ointments, they're doing mobility exercises. What they really need to be doing, right, is getting to the root cause. Now, once you do that, right, figure out why it exists, or at least have a good idea of what could be the case, you can go about fixing it in a healthy way, in a way where every action you take is actually improving, it's going to bring you significant results. And then you can add the ointment and the mobility exercises, aka you can add all the new exercises you've learned. But without getting to the root, you're not going to know what to do with it. So that's why first things first, in order to heal and outgrow and become this confident version of you and be able to confidently socialize and lead people, you first got to get to the root issue of why you struggle with low confidence, why you struggle with imposter syndrome, why you're struggling with people-pleasing behavior. But here is the tricky part. When you grow up in unhealthy environments, you don't know what a healthy parent-child relationship is supposed to look like, right? You don't have a point of reference on what healthy parenting behavior is. Because you have no idea, you don't understand what happened to you. You have no idea what's going on, right? I'll have people who would come to me and share how toxic, absolutely toxic, their childhood was, and then they just have no idea. They're just casually mentioning it, doesn't this happen to everyone? They have no idea, that's not supposed to be happening to you. So how are you supposed to know what's normal and what's not, right? When working together, I'm able to easily spot the toxicity and be like, okay, that's not okay, right? As we walk through your childhood. But since I can't do that to a screen, I've got one exercise that can seriously help in spotting all the things that are not okay. So I want you to think about someone you feel protective over, someone younger. It could be your child, it could be your niece or nephew, it could be your cousin, it could be a friend, whoever it is. And I want you to imagine them going through your childhood, going through some experiences. Think about random experiences in your childhood that don't make you feel so happy, maybe, right? Just imagine them going through all the different points in your life, coming back from school, going back home, doing homework, going family gatherings, maybe going through a fight, whatever it is. Imagine them in your shoes. Now, whenever you feel that feeling of, oh my goodness, I don't want them to go through that. Oh my goodness, no, 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 they cannot go through that. That's unacceptable. They cannot feel that or experience that. I want you to take note of that. You see, when you go through the toxicity on your own, you just take it and you don't even see it for what it is, right? And sometimes you even believe you deserve that kind of treatment. This exercise forces you to look at your childhood from an outside perspective and evoke an emotional reaction that you should have to the things that happened to you. Now, I want you to do that exercise, all right? And note all of this down. And then what we're going to do with all of the experiences, I will let you know in the next video. And as for always, if you're an introverted professional who's struggling with anxiety, with imposter syndrome, and self-doubt, and you really want to find deep self-assurance, self-acceptance, love who you are, and find your natural leadership, I have an 8-week program that might just be perfect for you. It's got some amazing life-changing results through inner child work and personality profiling. Now, if you want to learn more and you want to see if it's the right fit for you, feel free to book a short call with me with the link in the comments. I will see you guys in the next video.